Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Tuesday, it's the 19th of November, and as you can see in the top hand corner, it's Alan Cummings' birthday, so happy birthday to Alan. I know he can't be with us this morning, however I may try and fit a cheeky little session in this afternoon to celebrate Alan Cummings' birthday. He's been watching us since the very beginning, so it only seems fitting to have a little birthday banner there for him. Anyway, you're watching The Real Wheel. My name's Adam. I'm going to be with you for the next 90 minutes or thereabouts, and we're playing roulette. And without any further ado, I think we should get our first 2-minute round underway. Now, this is going to be split up into two 45-minute halves. We've got the first half, and then we've got the second half. Now, in this first half, we're doing 2-minute games, and then we go turbo for the second half. There's going to be a cheeky little 3-minute game in the middle of that. That's for us to get all refreshed and all ready for the next round. Now, as you can see on your screen, you have in the bottom right hand corner how to play along. So at the moment it's telling you how to play on the black numbers. It's !bet, space, and then a 1 for black, followed by the amount of chips you wish to place. Now that's going to flick flack every few seconds to let you know all the different ways that you can place your chips here at the Real Wheel. Minute and 20, and if you're wondering, why on earth do we have a bunch of previous results? We started this session yesterday, we've done 59 spins so far, and our last result yesterday was number 8, so that ball has not moved since we spun yesterday, so we're carrying on the session. And then what will happen is, we'll go off air at the end of today, and we will go for the next spin from the final result on Thursday. No roulette with me tomorrow. Wednesdays are generally my busy day of the week. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday for the most part, but we're getting a cheeky little Saturday this week as well. So a mini session on Saturday, probably only a 45-minute, but extra time to play here at the Real Wheel. Now for some reason, it's just sticking on how to play the black numbers. So I have to now try and figure out why that is. So I'll do that during the spin. But for now, you've got 22 seconds left to get your chips down on this particular round. And we are going to be spinning from number 8. That was the last number that we had yesterday. So, without any further ado, let's go for the spin. And as you can see, I reversed the direction of the wheel. The ball and wheel are going opposite directions to each other. And the ball has travelled around the wheel at least 3 times. That means it is a valid spin. Apologies if you heard some microphone interference there. The result, 34. 34 red, you can see on your screens, especially if I get the result confirmation up. There we have 34 red confirmed. And your new game has started. Place your bets, 2 minutes to win it. So 34 is twice there on the marquee, I do believe, and it is 5 times out in total. You know what that means? It's one of our hot numbers. 5 times out in the last 60 spins for red 34. Now if you do want to get involved, you can see all the ways now flick-flacking on your screen how to get your chips down. I hope they're flick-flacking, otherwise we may... There we go. So the example here is !bet 150. Now that places 150 chips on black. Now you'd have lost last game, however, hopefully you'll win next game with however you want to play. That's just an example, of course. I don't know where the ball's going to fall. You don't know where the ball's going to fall. The only way we'll find out is by going for the spin, and we do that together in about a minute's time. Try and spin around about at the 10-second mark to give you some time to place your chips while the ball is actually in motion. Remember, there's going to be about a 4-second delay, maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit shorter, depending on how your internet is, and especially depending on how my internet is. So do refer to the in-chat prompts. They'll tell you when the table is open and when the table is closed. What I do myself is I place my chips right at the beginning of a round, because that way you know they're down. Now, how do you get chips, I hear you ask? First thing you need to do is send a message in the chat, let me know you're here. Second thing you need to do is type the subscribe button, press the subscribe button, of course, and that will give you 1,000 chips. Or if you don't want to subscribe, you will earn chips just by watching. Every 5 minutes or so, the system will register that you've been here, and it will give you some chips. So you get chips for doing absolutely nothing. Chips hold no monetary value and they belong to me. Treat them as real money, and it's time to spin from 34. And the next spin is underway. Where do we think the ball's going to fall this time? Red, black, or even high or low? Or could it be the green 0? We've had one green 0 today. You can see it on the marquee there. And we're in black, number 4. A black even low number this time. First column, first dozen, and part of the voisin section, black number 4. Confirmation of black 4 is on your screens. And new game, place your bets please. Minute and 2, 2 minutes to win it rather. I've not woken up properly yet, can you tell? Early morning roulette here at the Real Wheel. Where do we think the ball's going to fall in the next spin? That's your job to find out. It's my job to produce the spin and your job to predict the spin. So what I'll do is I will spin in around about 80 seconds time and get you a brand new result on the way. Now, you cannot play for real, you cannot buy any chips from me. The only way you can get chips is by subscribing and watching. Now, if you watch to 5 hours, which may seem like an awful lot, but we do far more than 5 hours a week here at The Real Wheel, you will get even more chips every time you watch for 5 minutes, so you double your bonus just for watching. Now, if you do run out of chips, send me a message and I'm sure we can sort you out with some more chips. But do treat the chips as real money. They are to be experimented with, but at the same time, play responsibly. Set yourself a limit, stick to it. If you want to only play 50 chips one day, you play 50 chips one day. If you want to only bet, say 100 chips one day, you bet only 100 chips. And walk away if it's not going well for you. You can still watch, but don't play along. Don't ever try and chase your losses with gambling because it never works out. Here at The Real Wheel, though, we do have a cheeky little advantage over a regular casino. When that maverick at the table, the big green 0, comes in, you don't lose anything. We have a lappotage rule, which means that you will get all your chips back. Normally lappotage is only half, but here at The Real Wheel, for the time being at least, we will give you all your chips back, because I think it's a little bit unfair if the big green 0 comes in. And I don't want to be gutted that everyone's lost chips. I want to be happy, because the green 0's in, which means nobody's lost. Time to spin from number 4. And a nice long spin. A red number 7 is the latest result. 7 is confirmed on your screens, a red odd low number. First column, first dozen, and part of the voisin section. New game, 2 minutes on the timer to get your chips down on the next spin. We're live for the next little while, giving you 2-minute games of roulette here at The Real Wheel. Now this is Real Wheel, it's in the name, isn't it? I am a real dealer. And it's totally live. You can see my hand go in and out, shake it all about. There's nothing not live about this wheel. I can tell you that we are live 4 days a week. Times vary on those days. I will try and keep you updated, try and get a schedule going, but at the moment we're still very much in beta phase. We're trying to get everything up and running. Now, apologies if you heard my click jaw there. I've got really bad click jaw, and every so often when I'm gesticulating and articulating my words, it just makes the most horrendous sound. It goes right through me. Anyway, just over a minute to get your chips down on this spin. "30 seconds left. And it's time to spin from 7 red. Good luck. And the result, 29 black. 29 a black, odd and high number. Middle column, first dozen. First dozen, third dozen. And part of the voisin. New game, place your bets. Minute and 25 on the timer to get your chips down. Now, as what's becoming a bit of a tradition here at the Real Wheel, we're going to have the horoscopes a little bit later on. We did them yesterday and they were all twaddle, weren't they? But today, you never know. I'm going to go for Mystic Meg's horoscopes today, see what she has to say about the world. And we'll do that every day just to have a bit of fun, really. You never know, they may come true, or they may not. I'm not a believer in horoscopes, I've got to be honest. Anyway, if you want to get involved, all you have to do is type a message in the chat, I'll give you some chips, and then you can get involved. You can play on red, black, odd, even, high or low here at the Real Wheel, just even chances at the moment, and you still get the return of 1-1, which means that if you placed 15 chips on the black numbers last time, you'd have 30 extra chips in your account this time. We clear the table every time we go for the spin. That means that if you're losing chips are there, unfortunately they'll go, but if your winning chips are there, you'll get them back. You don't let them ride unless you want to. Time to spin from 29. Couple of 29s on the marquee, not a particularly cold number. In fact, it's in our hot 10, joint 5th hottest, along with 31, 33 and 36. 15 is your next result. 15 was a very cold number. This is the first time it's been out today. I can tell you it's a black odd low number in the voisin section of the wheel, 3rd column, 2nd dozen. Confirmation of 15, new game. As you see, play the table is back open for another 2-minute round here at the Real Wheel. And 90 seconds to get your chips down. It is Alan Cummings' birthday today, hence the birthday banner. The birthday man isn't here at the moment. He may be around a little bit later on, and if I'm able to, I'll do a cheeky little half-hour session. 15 minutes, half an hour, something like that, depending on my schedule, because I've got a busy afternoon coming up. I'm only free in the mornings this week, which is quite frustrating, because I do want to do some afternoon roulette. We'll see how things go on Thursday and Friday, and then we've got a lunchtime roulette on Saturday. Probably some point between 1 and 3 we'll go live and do even more spins. Now that's what we do here at the Real Wheel. We spin this roulette wheel. This roulette wheel is full-sized. It's a European wheel, which means it's single zero, but the American-sized. A much larger wheel than the French wheels. As you can see, the turret has no handles, so we've got to manually handle the wheel to change the direction. Now, unlike an American roulette, what we do is we reverse the direction of the wheel every single spin. So we will currently go, or at the moment, the wheel, as you can see, is going anti-clockwise. That wheel will go clockwise for the next spin, and the ball will go anti-clockwise because the ball and wheel must travel in opposite directions to each other. The ball must travel around the wheel at least 3 times, and hopefully it'll stay inside the wheel. Time to spin from 15 black. Good luck. And there's your next spin underway. Result, 11 black. 11, a black odd low number from the TR section this time, second column, first dozen. Breaking our run of TR with 11 black. New game, 2 minutes. Get your chips down on the next spin, that is if you want to play. And if you are watching and not joined us here at the Real Wheel, it's completely free. We have no sponsorship options, we have nothing like that. If you want to play, you just send a message and you get your chips. The only way to get extra chips is to be watching an awful lot longer. So after 5 hours, your chip earning rate will double. That doesn't have to be a 5-hour block, it doesn't have to be 5 hours constant of streams, it's just 5 hours in total, and then you become a regular here at the Real Wheel. Regulars get lots of bonuses. We have grand prize draws for extra chips, we have the Lapotage draw coming into effect very, very soon. At the moment, Lapotage is in effect for everyone. Now what that means is if a cheeky little green zero comes in, you will not lose anything. You will keep all of your chippage here at the Real Wheel, because that's just fair, isn't it? It'd be very unfair if you lost the lot. A minute on the timer to get your chips down on the next round. I hope you're all fit and well here on this Tuesday morning. I've been out and it's bloody cold outside here in the UK at the moment. Very, very chilly. I nearly slipped on some ice going out this morning, but fortunately I managed to keep my footing, which was not a pleasant experience, especially because I'm not the steadiest on my feet at the best of times. Got no sense of balance really. 37 seconds left on this round. As we come into the final echelons of this round, I hope it's going to be a lucky spin for all of you out there. 21 seconds to go, about 10 seconds before we go for the spin. Are we going to keep this chain of black odd numbers going at the moment? We've had 3 black numbers in a row, 4 odd numbers in a row as well. Time to spin from 11 black. Next spin underway. Where's it going to be this time? No more bets, thank you. The table has closed. Remember, do refer to the in-game chat as opposed to the on-screen timer, because that will be much more accurate. 13 black. Another black odd number from the TR once more. It's 13 black. 13, of course, is in the 1s to 18s. It's in the first column and the second dozen. New game, place your bets. Just shy of 2 minutes to get your chips down on this spin. Now when we have no winners, or no players I should say, what we do is we don't fully confirm the result, we just get it on our graphic system and get a new spin underway. Now if you want to know anything about what the wheel's been doing in the previous sort of half an hour or so, you do have the marquee there. It's your last 19 numbers. 19 seems like an arbitrary number, but 20 was a little bit too small for it to be easily legible. 19 is just the perfect size. It's the Goldilocks size for those results. Now those results go from the largest number there, 13, and each spin is the spin previous. So you can see 8 was 19 spins ago, then we had 36, then we had 2, etc. all the way to 13. And you've got to predict where the ball is going to land in the next spin. That's the object of the exercise. You've got 6 different options. You can play red, black, odd, even, high or low. You can play multiples of those, but my advice is don't play red and black at the same time. Don't play odd and even at the same time, and don't play high and low at the same time, because they just pay each other out, and you will never ever get winnings. You'll just always break even here at the Real Wheel. The maverick of the table, the big green zero, that is not in any of the outside chances, which does include the 6 bets that we have. However, here at the Real Wheel, we're nice to you, so we do not lose, or we do not take any chips from you when a zero comes in. We reset the round, we refund the chips, and we go again for another betting round. Talking of betting rounds, this one's almost at a close. You've only got 17 seconds left to get your chips down. So it's time for me to get off my bum and go for a spin, spinning from 13 black. And the result, 31 black. Let's get 31 confirmed. 31, a black, odd and high number from the first column, third dozen, part of the Orphaland section of the wheel. New game, place your bets. So 31 was your previous result, carrying on those black odd numbers. How many black odd numbers is that in a row now? 6 or 5 black odd numbers in a row, 6 odd numbers in a row. So it's quite rare to get chains of multiple things at the same time, but we're doing it. And from memory, there aren't that many black odd numbers. I think there are only 8 in total, and we've had 6 of them. There's 11, 13, 15, and 17. And then you have 29, 31, 33, and 35. So we are only missing from those 17 and 33, and then would have completed the entire set of black odd numbers. There are more red even numbers than there are black odd numbers. No, that's a lie. There are more red odd numbers than there are red even numbers, and more black odd numbers than there are black even numbers. That's just the way the colours go on the wheel. Now, as you can see on the wheel, these numbers are not in incremental order. There are a couple of patterns. The obvious one is they alternate red and black all the way around the wheel. And then on the right hand side of the wheel, you have high red numbers and low black numbers. So 32, 15, 19, 4, 21, 2, etc. They are all high red or low black. And then from number 5, we have 5, 24, 16, 33, 120, 14, etc. They're all low red and high black numbers. So there's a little bit of a pattern in the wheel. So maybe if you think it's going to be a high red number next time, you would play the high numbers and the red numbers, and that would actually include all those high red numbers on the right hand side of the wheel, so they would be the ones that you get a double payout for. There's no real rhyme or reason with the odd and even numbers, they're just slotted in wherever they are. Quite often you'll get a couple of odd numbers and a couple of evens bunched together. I don't think you'll ever get 3 in a row, I think 2 in a row is the limit. Time to spin from 31. $29, another black odd number. 29, black, odd and high. Voisin section this time. Middle column, third dozen. It's black 29. New game, place your bets. Minute and 33 on the timer for this round. So are we going to continue the chain of black odd numbers? Seven odd numbers in a row. Of course that odd chain did begin with number 7. Does that mean anything? You tell me. The wheel has no memory, the wheel does not know where the ball's fallen in any of the previous results. We just spin from in line with the previous result to give a little bit of consistency. Every number has the same chance of coming in. 0's just as likely or as unlikely as any other number to come in. Same goes for every one of those 37 different pockets. They are all equally sized. And because we're using a European wheel with a single 0, that means that you will never get 2 numbers directly opposite because we've got an odd number of pockets. And here at the real wheel, of course, we do not make you lose your lot on the big green 0. Instead, what you do is you get all your chips refunded to you. Not all your losing chips over the entire thing, just the chips you played on the big green 0 round. which means we have a Lapotage rule. Now, I've just noticed that 29 is bookending that run of black odd numbers. Does that mean it's going to change? You tell me. We have had 6 black odd numbers in a row, and 7 was the first odd number in that chain. Is that telling you something? I don't know. It could just all be twaddle, couldn't it? Spin time from 29. Result 16, a red even number. We broke all our chains there because it's a low red even number. First column, second dozen, and part of the tier section. New game. 2 minutes on the timer to get your chips down. And we've got a minute and a half left on this round. And your next round will be a 3-minute round here at the Real Wheel. Just over 45 seconds to get your chips down. Last result was 16. We're still waiting for 1, 3, 10, 24, 26, 27 and 35. They are your cold numbers. Your hot numbers are 8 and 34. They're your hot numbers. And your cold numbers, they are 1, 10, 24, 26, 27 and 35. As well as number 3. Can't forget about number 3. Spin time from 16. And your result, number 2. 2 is a black even and low number. Middle column, first dozen. Part of the Voisin section, black number 2. 3-minute round coming up. I shall see you all in about 2.5 minutes time. Place your bets, please. And very good luck for the spin. Unfortunately, it's refuse collection morning this morning. I thought that the bin men were around, but they're not. 2 blacks, the next result. 2, a black, even, and low number. Just going to take a second for me to pay out. For some reason, the betting system hasn't registered the bets. So you played red, even, and high, didn't you? Apologies for that. I don't know what happened with the betting software there, but we'll give it another whack. 2 minutes, place your bets. And a very happy birthday to Alan, or as the banner seems to say, happy birthday. So happy birthday, Alan. Hastily threw that together at about 6 o'clock this morning before going out this morning for a couple of bits and pieces that I needed before just hunkering down for the day because it's bloody chilly out there. It's really cold today here in the United Kingdom. How's the weather like where you are, Alan? I hope it's much, much warmer than it is over here. I checked my outside thermometer and it was -3 when I went out. Nearly slipped on a patch of ice in the yard as well because we've got a permanent puddle in our back garden. Just something that never disappears because of the way the terrain is, I guess. And it is always nice to do it twice. There's nothing sweeter than a repeater. Ooh, very cold in Sunderland. I think it's just cold all over at the moment. I can't wait for summer again. I whinged when it was hot, but I prefer it hot over cold. I might try and get a little winter getaway, maybe in January or February this year. Try and go to some sunnier climates for a couple of months. I wish a couple of weeks. And unfortunately, I can't take the roulette wheel in my hand luggage. So unless I can find someone else with a wheel to spin, it will be no roulette for a couple of weeks when I go on holiday. Although nothing's confirmed yet. I really hope that we get a nice bit of weather, just something a little bit mild. Just something to take the edge off the chill. I'm sick of having to turn the heating on first thing, because I still haven't learned to program this. Oh, eventually we will get roulette abroad. My plan is to move abroad in the next 5 years or so. I've got a nice house that I'm eyeing up at the moment, but it could be a little while yet. Anyway, time to spin from number 2. Gonna wish you the best of luck. And in the next round, what I will do is I will test the system myself, and if it's not working, we'll just give it a cheeky little reboot. Just got to remember how I test it now without changing position. My favourite number, 27. 27, a red, odd and high number. Third column, third dozen. And part of the TS section of the wheel, red 27. Let's start a brand new game. The betting round is open. So don't take this bet as fact. The betting system seems to be working for me, but it's not registering Alan's bets for some reason. Let's have a little look, see what your chippage is at. You've got enough chips. I don't know why it's not coming through for you. So I'll tell you what, I am going to pause the betting round for just a second. And I'm going to give it a cheeky little reboot. So betting is closed for a few seconds. I've got a feeling, you know, that 2 different systems are trying to compete with themselves. Let's try that. And then let's try a reopening the betting. Apologies for the technical issues. That's why we're still in beta, of course. So we want multi-betting, we want a timer as well. And let's reset the betting round. So you won't have lost any chips for that, and we've got a new 2-minute round underway. Let's try that again. Because you can see that messages came through from both me, which I obviously didn't type, and the other betting software. What the heck? It's still not registering. I tell you what, I might need to go quiet and just sit on my PC for a second to try and work this out. Because this is just not on. It's not showing us coming through. So I'm just going to mute my mic so you don't hear my typing. I'll be back within the next minute or so. Apologies for these technical problems. I'm trying to figure out what it is, but for some reason it's just not working. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to 60-second rounds, and I'm trying to see if there's anything that may be causing this issue. So we're going to try a new 60-second round from now. Speed the wheel up, stop it going slow. working perfectly on when was it? Friday and Monday. But today, it's just not having it, is it? So you're going to hear a lot of typing as I try and figure it out. Right, there we go. I don't know what I've changed, but something is working now. So that bet has come through. So you'll see a very lazy spin, because I'm going to stay sitting down for this just in case. And it did have to be on my favourite number as well, didn't it? It wasn't just an excuse to keep 27 in the limelight. And good luck to Alan. Hopefully it'll be a high number after all this faff. 34. 34 is red. It's even. And it's a high number. First column, third dozen. Part of the Orphanland section of the wheel. New game, minutes to win it. Place your bets, please. Here's hoping that it works again. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to try this. No, that's not come through. Right, your bet has come through this time, Alan, for the high numbers. I may need to do a bit of troubleshooting again after this. However, we will keep persevering right until the bloody end. Try and figure out what on earth is going wrong with the system today. I think it knows it's your birthday and wants you to spend your time doing other things for some reason. Alright, it's time to spin from 34. Result, 0. And not in any of the outside chances, columns or dozens, but it is in the Voisin section. New game, hopefully. Your low number bet has come through. What happens if I try a bet on something? My low number bet hasn't come through. Oh, I don't know what the problem is. Your red number bet hasn't come through. I really don't understand this. Oh. If you'll excuse me, I need to suspend the betting. Because the betting's not... There we go. I will spin. That might be the shortest spin we've ever done here at the Real Wheel. 26. A black, even, and high number. I've got a feeling, you know, it might work after this round. I think I've sussed it. New game. Maybe not. For some reason, and I haven't quite figured it out yet, it's not accepting bets all the time. It's freezing at 1. So let's stop the betting round. Reset and refunded. And let's restart the betting round. Again, it's not coming through, so I may need to come off air soon and just do some testing. Didn't want to, but such is life, I guess. So we are having major technical difficulties here this morning. I'm still going to go for the spin as if it's working, and we'll try once more from 26 black. The graphics system's still working. It's the betting system that isn't. Troubleshooting on the fly. Fun, for an unspecified definition of fun. Result 34 hot number. 34 red, even and high. Third dozen first column, Orphaland section of the wheel. Didn't even have to look that one up. Right, we want multi-betting and we want a timer. Let's try it. Minute to win it. Touch wood, this may work. I doubt it, but we can live in hope. That seems to crash the system when it tries to take a bet. It's saying I'm not connected. So, well, it is clearly connected somewhere. It's not connected everywhere. Alan, you have bet on black, hopefully. Let's spin. I can see that one bet for black has come through. I'm not sure whether it was my bet or your bet. Result, 20 black. An even and high number. Right, so well done to you, Alan. You did manage to get a bet in somehow, and it did work. New game, place your bets. Apologies, by the way, if my mic sounds a little bit funny. I've had to quickly adjust its arms so it's facing me, because I'm actually at my desk at the moment instead of where I normally am when I do this sort of this roulette. So you can see my hand. Hello, hello. If you ever needed any proof that we are live here at the Real Wheel, today is the day. Not only do we have a happy birthday, Alan, we have technical problems up the wazoo. 30 seconds left. It's not resetting the betting. I figured it out. So at the moment you've got chips on black riding on this spin. Don't know how to fix it, but I know what the problem is now. And your new spin is underway. No more bets, thank you. The table may or may not be closed. $15 black. 15, a black odd low number. Wazan section of the wheel, third column, second dozen. New game, place your bets. Hopefully. Bets are not coming through again. Not as simple as it looks. I may need to reset the stream. Trying it from directly in the console this time. And that came through for me then. Spin time, good luck. Result 2 black. I am going to need to try going off air for a second. So I am sorry to say this betting round has been cancelled. And we shall retry very, very soon. So bear with me.